know. I am like all up in this energy. Have a fabulous week. I know that it's going to be fabulous even before I start pulling these cards because I feel so compelled to just like paw at my hair. Wow. Okay, so let's get started. Let's dive in to things. We have a really exciting week with this new moon happening on the 17-degree day of the week. So wherever you are, whatever time zone you're in, when the sun hits 17 degrees, likely Tuesday, there's a new moon in Taurus. And this is our 10th house, Leo. So we are fluffing up the hair. We are getting the mane nice and ready. We are purring towards those opportunities that have really been getting activated. Like we've been seeing our career get a boost, and we've been getting not only like an inner raise, so we decided to buy ourselves that nice tea before we start our day. We decided to buy the coffee beans that we like, and we are really present with the tasks that we have that make us into a very strong, dependable, reliable person. So the moon in Aries, it's going to start the day at 27 degrees. So depending on your time zone, where you are, you're going to have a lot of, I think, if you have any dreams about your career, where it's going, your job, just know that anything that is coming up is unprocessed subconscious. And I have one friend who she does a lot of work with the subconscious, with dreams. And she says that if you have a dream about something, like do that, but take it a step further in the physical waking life reality, because it sort of resolves whatever is going on, which often comes to us through symbol. So a card for this day, moon day in Aries, we might have a big sense of like, if we are not content and happy with getting what we want, I think that this is going to be clear, and it's going to be something that needs to be managed in a way that is really effective. It's not giving your power away, the world. So you might have like some sort of sense of like, whether it's like newfound perspective from something that has matriculated and culminated. You've been on a journey, and I feel that this is like the point of like, okay, this is the destination. We're managing what's going on. We have new things to look at in the career. We have new roles to take on that we are taking on with all of our might. We're giving and delivering that. So let me check out the moon in Aries at 27 degrees. A fun house. And okay, let's look at that step before 26 degrees. The man and the moon smiling. We are coming to a place where it's like dark night of the soul might have had us trapped. It might have given us a sense of restraint. We might not have felt safe and secure in what we've been building. But whatever we have not been content with is changing, it's shifting, it's growing with this Sun conjunct Uranus opposition happening in our second house. So the unstable, the bull market, things maybe kind of up in the air, they're really coming to land on Monday, Moon Day. So do something special before this new moon in Taurus, because this is going to really give us that financial return that we've been seeking. I just said second house. So 10th house, same. I was thinking about Aries. So there might be an Aries that you're working with that's involved in your projects that is allowing for you to have this sense of newfound stability. Thank your Aries, speak to their higher self, let them know that you love it. One trick to really making sure that we are present is to look around, be in the body, be present with what's coming up, because when we do those things, it extends its shelf life. It extends the good feelings that we have. But if we're kind of looking around, kind of like side-eyeing stuff, still not sure, that energy is going to amplify, and it's going to continue to amplify until things fall apart. So be sure that you're present with what you have achieved and that you're grateful for it, so that you can get more of that deliciousness. So Mars at 5 degrees in the 10th house is going to be having us rethinking some things. I think we're going to have to rethink until it's perfect, but we don't want to fix it until it's broken. So you have to be in that happy medium of not overworking yourself, not overworking an idea, but really having the perspective, the wisdom to step back and take a step away, because right now Neptune is in conjunction to Mars. So that is your, okay, let's see. 8th house, conjuncting the 9th house. So maybe the ways that we used to give our heart away, they were for the wrong reasons. They were for a sense of sympathy from people, which dilutes our potency, sympathy. We want to be diligent. We want to be very intentional with how we are creating money. We don't want to just be willy-nilly putting our money into people and places and things that don't align with this dawn of the age of Aquarius. And we want to be sure that we're separating that. We're taking out, excuse me. We're taking things out. We're extracting things that would be weeds in our garden. They would grow to be weeds, and they would take away nutrients from what we're growing. So on Tuesday, rethinking things, making sure that our messages are in alignment and how we deliver those messages, because Mars is how we communicate our thoughts. It's how we communicate Mercury, which is also in Aries, and it's in the 3rd decan. So let's be sure to not get like trigger happy on this day and just kind of like come at things from a place of that outdated sense of a need for sympathy. So if we make mistakes, we need to be the kindest to ourselves. I think this is like across the board. This must be Mars and Aries, because Aries is going to have something that comes up for them at the start of the week. So let's be sure to not be in the world but not of it. So don't give your power away to any situations that are out of your control. Make sure that you're really managing your energy and maintaining a big, fluff that hair up. Make sure your nails are done. Make sure you got your lip gloss on, your lip balm. Float above it. Float above this, because it's going to pass, and it'll pass all the more quickly the more that you're grounded in a sense of peace, purpose in your peace. Aries at 5 degrees is the statue of a god worn smooth by devotees kissing. So let's just be real, Leo. People love you. They love the energy that you're bringing to your project. You're so inspiring in your relationships, your friendships, your family, and your legacy is in every moment. So when a Leo is able to rise above the drama, the whole world is taking notice, and they're looking at you as, their influencer. They're looking to you for guidance in these moments. Mercury day. Mercury is in your 10th house. And there might be some confusion. There might be some, because Mercury is in shadow, but it's making its way out. It's about 5 degrees out. So changes that are happening might have been planned and anticipated. And this could be the day where you break through and you're looking at the, analytics of things, and things are really in your favor. Mars is at 6 degrees. So people are receptive to these new things that you're bringing into light, that you're dropping on this day, new projects. Part of fortune is at 23 degrees Gemini. So expect some really nice things for you guys to come through spiritually, because that is your 11th house. Not spiritually, but to come through socially. And that would be due to, it looks like the changes that you've been making over the past 6 months, you're finally seeing a lot of hatching, a lot of results. You're able to attain this victory from coming to this higher state where you're detached from the drama. You're just focused on your legacy and what you're leaving behind. And let me check this, because I'm kind of confused. Yeah. It just feels like a big spiritual day for you guys. So there is maybe a sense of action that you're starting to see form with this building Sun conjunct Uranus engagement. And it's going to feel really good, because you're going to have planned all of this. So whatever you've been planning just know that it's being met with a lot of appreciation, a lot of value. You guys need to claim your worth and amplify that by 3 or 7, because it's like literally you guys are shifting things for a world that can be very transactional. You guys are bringing the heart into what it is that you're building. So congrats, and good on you guys for really staying true. I think that things that haven't been truthful, they're coming to light. People are kind of being like seen for that. There's no hiding. It's like a very clear sky, and you're very adaptable, but you could still see when people have been trying to kind of like disguise what it is that they're doing, their motives for things, and it doesn't belong for you. So you guys can let those things go, those people go. Easier said than done though, right? So it's up to you guys how you handle and manage these things that are slipping out of your grasp, but they were never really meant to be a part of your control. It was meant to help you to really be okay with what has to change and to accept those perceived losses just as much as your victories. After this very long journey that feels like, I think intense for Leos because of Pluto in your, 6th house, your day-to-day life. The pressure might feel like you can't handle it for another minute, but don't get dramatic, don't get caught up, because you really can. And you're definitely going to see some support coming through with the moon in Gemini on Thursday. You're going to have a very big, heartfelt, emotional sense of connectivity to those people who are in your corner, and they're going to help to lift you up. And maybe whatever you were hoping for with that 26 degree, like any contracts that you were hoping to secure, the ones that are most aligned are going to be secured, and then the ones that are not, just know that if you were counting your eggs before they hatched, it's not that big of a deal, because what's coming is going to be like really not just consuming, but in a way that's like, eureka, we got it. Knight of Air. So fresh perspective, fresh thoughts. This says events that occur at great speed. So I would say that you got to look to your Scorpios, Leos, because, wow. A new. It seems like this eureka moment is coming, it's emerging on Thursday. So it's not going to be something that you were ever expecting because of the Sun conjunct Uranus event. It's really going to be very new, very big, very fresh for you. Congrats. Friday, Venus Day. Oh, Venus is also in your 10th house. So you guys are going to be feeling the passion for what's coming, what's been stirring. The Sun at 20 degrees Taurus is a fork in the road with a blank signpost. And it's like the rest is unwritten, Leo. So you really get to put all of this unique new modes of living. So maybe you used to ride a Vespa to work, but now you're riding the bus, and now you have your hands free so you can get your planner done on your commute to work. I'm thinking of Rome for some reason. Maybe you're going to Rome for work, and maybe you're really excited about it. I would be. And then with the South Node in your 3rd house, it's like, yeah, you're escaping the normal. You're riding a rainbow to the moon and avoiding this sense of like something coming and like snuffing up your garden and raining on your parade. There really is a sense of like the vision coming together. The paradise dream is now. And the moon on this day will be in Gemini in your 11th house. So you're going to kind of growingly accept that this is the new normal, that these serendipities, that these people who come through for you are your new normal, and you're not going to feel shy to ask them for what you need, because an empowered Leo is one that can roar and light up the whole jungle, and the whole jungle is like singing the circle of life. We're all here for it, okay? Mars at 7 degrees in your Ninth house is going to really give you this passion of, you know what you know, you believe what you believe, and the people are ready for it. I think that if Aquarius is packing up their idea to publish something, you guys are promoting. You guys have already written the thing and you're learning how to promote it in new ways and innovative ways that make you feel like people are turning heads and you are the center of what you're creating. So we love that. We're here for that. Venus, I will say this before we move on to Saturn Day. Venus at 13 degrees Taurus is a treatise on imaginary creatures. So it's like, let's agree to disagree. My beliefs are big, but they're coming through a very heart. Love is the purpose of your message. So in your vision, you might see people really happy and able to handle and manage grief in new ways. And those are ways that are informing not only your work and your practice, but who you are as this new enlightened Leo. Like, you're not codependent, you're not taxing, being taxed by others. You're not having to create superficial value anymore. You're not having to make sure that everyone's laughing and smiling for you to feel good, because that's things that people will naturally alchemically come to due to the nature of what it is that you're bringing on, what it is that you're raising, the children that you're raising. Maybe you have a farm, maybe you're opening that to the public now, and people have a way to connect with animals if you live in a rural area and you don't live in the wild with a lot of creatures that come and just naturally are there. And I think that that's a big achievement for you guys. So I do just want to say congratulations for deciding to do things in a new way, innovative way, because it's really dramatically altering your community. You're going to start to see those people trickle in, and you're going to start to feel emotionally compelled to do more. Saturn Day. Saturn in, gosh, I love counting with my fingers. Saturn in your 8th house. I would say it feels like very potent, powerful, because of Pluto in your 7th house. You're not the same version of you that you were from 6 months ago. You're very different. You might have had some breakups. You might have had some separations. And that is because of who you are. Like, you can't hide who you are anymore. There's definitely that sense of like treacherousness to trying to facade and be someone else who you're not genuinely, Leo. So when you don't feel it, people know. They feel your heart first and foremost. Like, that's your energy. That's your energy center. And with Venus in your 10th house, it's like when you don't have heart for what it is that you're creating, people are not going to be receptive to it. Like, you have to feel so good about what you're making, and you have to nurture yourself into that sometimes. But Pluto in your 7th house is allowing for you to celebrate, gather, get together with people who have been waiting for you. You don't have to really worry about these people who needed space from you. They needed to separate from you. They didn't value you. They didn't like you because of their own inner self-love. They're on their own journey, and we can't force them anymore. We don't have the energy for that, because it's like if there's a crumbling tower, you don't want to be underneath it. You don't want to be trying to catch the stones as they fall. You want to get out of the way so that things can come together as they need to, and the right people can be brought in for the work, and the right people can be brought in for everyone to feel at their true best. So, well, Ooh, Sunday. Heavenly High Holy Day. Let's see, where is there a 7? Venus is going to be at a net 7, 16 degrees Taurus. And we will have that Saturn at 17 degrees. So you're going to feel like an undeniable attraction for what's working, and a very big sense of like, not repulsion, because we're working past the attraction repulsion, but you're going to feel very much present and in almost this like ringing space of what is true. And you're going to need to take the time to really get to know that part of you that connects to that energy. Like, what part of you connects to that energy? The Eight of Fire. Things are going to be picking up for sure. You're going to have a lot of communication coming in with Mercury at that same degree as Jupiter, that 26, that 8. You're going to have made the decision to really boldly move forward, which is not like you. It was not like you 6 months ago, but it's like you now. So Sun at 22 degrees Taurus, a blindfolded woman who sees the future. The future is looking very bright, Leo. It's feeling like not only are you gaining momentum for your projects, but people are genuinely looking at you and seeing you for who you are, and they love what they see. You love how you feel. And the things that had to fall away made you into a richer, more compassionate, heart-centered being. So take the time to celebrate yourself, to celebrate this change of direction. Wax on, wax off. You know the drill. You know the drill. Wax on, wax off. And allow for yourself to wield the force of your heart, because it's definitely bringing to you that sense of presence. Like when you're walking into rooms, people are present with you because you're present with yourself. Have an amazing week, Leo, and I will look forward to your next reading. Aloha.